Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is Doc. In today's video I'm gonna show you the day that I think Render RNDR will start its rally towards a $100 or more render token, and also show you why I think it's definitely possible for Render to reach his numbers. So I'm not gonna talk too much and get straight into the video. So the first thing I want to talk about is a major update this week on Render token RNDR. Its goal to get ready for open compute for AI training and machine learning. So basically there was a demonstration by IO.net where the use of the Render network GPUs is one of the first demonstrations of decentralized computing to solve the compute shortage facing the AI industry. So basically, if you have been living under a rock, you already know that AI's biggest nightmare is the GPU shortage. So the supply was successfully aggregated from a massive pool of underutilized GPUs around the world that have been left over from proof of mining, 3D rendering and cloud gaming applications. As you can see, this interface was actually showing real-time AI training being powered by decentralized GPUs of Render, which is basically huge. This was a significant milestone, but like the article says, this does not mean that the first open compute client is yet live on the Render network. So the next thing is IO.net will commence integrating their platform with Render network API, which will facilitate both rendering and new forms of AI and machine learning computing jobs being seamlessly orchestrated by the Render network. So even though this was a really big achievement already, it doesn't say yet that Render network is ready for open compute, so that, let's say, new startups who want to get AI training going can just connect to the Render network. But we also have been giving a specific date, which is basically by IO.net, that they will fully release somewhere between, like, let's say January 2024 and May. So let's say worst case scenario, the open compute and fully release of IO.net will be around May 2024, which will also be the Bitcoin halving. So expect hype on hype. But what is so big about open compute, you might be asking? Why do we want this open compute client? Well, if you didn't know yet, AI training and even to keep the AI running is costing companies millions of dollars. Take this example of ChatGPT costing more than $700,000 per day to operate, and this is just going up and up the bigger the AI training models get. But what does this actually mean for Render and its price? Well, if you didn't know yet, Render is gonna introduce, most likely by the end of the year, a burning and mint equivalent. What this means that on the consumer side, the person who needs computing power or GPU power for its AI training rendering, he's gonna pay. When he pays with Render tokens, the Render tokens get burned immediately. If he pays with fiat, the fiat will be used to buy Render tokens straight off exchange and burn it. On the other side, there's of course node operators who provide their GPUs to the network, and they will be paid in a fixed amount of tokens based on the amount of GPU power they provided in Render. And we already know those fixed amounts from the white paper, because if we take a look at the Render emission schedule sheet, we can see that in the first month 760,000 tokens will be distributed to node operators. So we know how much one AI can cost in running cost, and we know how much the emission for Render is. But what does this actually mean in numbers for the Render network? Well, if you say that the monthly usage of the Render network is around $21 million based on the 700,000 used a day, and every month they will distribute 760,000 tokens. Then with a render price of $150 today, that means that $1.14 million in render will be distributed to node operators, but with a network users of 21 million, this means a net burn of almost $20 million or almost 14 million render tokens will happen each month. So to keep up this kind of burn, it needs to go to $4 to be even, and even then it's not high enough because this will be burnt of staked money on exchanges. So if we burn this much, the liquidity will be low and the price will have to go way higher, easily $100. So the price will go way higher, there will be constant buying pressure, and we're only talking about one language learning model. Imagine multiple big AIs running on the network, and we know it's possible because they have millions of idle GPUs. So this will actually be the update which can trigger the rally for the $100 render, because once the open compute is ready, once everyone can just get GPU power by the render network, startups of AI and machine learning will connect to the render network API and will get it rolling, and with the burn and mint equilibrium, the burning will start as well. So basically the day, once it's already done, once the full release of IO.NET and the integration of the render token open compute client is ready, we will start seeing these numbers going up, and I think it will definitely be the day that render starts bull run rally towards triple digits. And you saw with the numbers, even one language learning model like ChatGPT could actually on its own make render go $100 plus or even more. So yeah guys, the future is looking really nice for render token RNDR, and I hope you guys enjoyed this short update. Be sure to like this video if you did. Also click on the screen right now to find one of the best crypto passive incomes which works in a bull market and in a bear market. Subscribe to my channel for more crypto content and YouTube. Until next time.